Hey, so I'm really just doing this video for my K1C that I bought not long ago. So far, so good. I've ran into a couple issues, probably my fault, but hey, it's learning curve, I guess everyone calls it. So while I got some of the parts opened up, I can kind of show a better video than probably what Creality is ever going to send you. So my first issue I had is I messed up with one of the files. I didn't pay attention that it was a PLA file when I had ABS on the filament. So my hot end got all loaded with ABS. I was hoping to salvage my hot end, and that really didn't work out. So I ended up having to buy a new hot end, which I was able to get off Amazon. Creality has a store on Amazon, and it was $50 Canadian, both there, 51, depends, whatever. Pay attention. There is upgrade parts. I don't know if it's actually an upgrade anyway, so I ordered originally the upgraded part, and the connections to the board were different. So I had to return it, and I found the Creality had an actual store on Amazon, so I bought the actual Creality. So I gotta flip my phone here. Okay, so here we go. Okay, this is a new hot end. Okay, so to take this off, you had to take off your front fan, which is 2 screws on the side. It'll be one of the smaller Allen keys. There's no size on them. And then one little connection, and that connects on the front side of the board. You'll see it when it comes off. This board has to come off too if you want to replace your hot end. Okay, it's 3 screws, and then you have a bunch of connections. They're going to be a little bit difficult the first time you take them off. I think they're like kind of somewhat glued in place or whatever, which is fine. If you don't fuck it up, then you don't have to get in there. Okay, and then you got 2 screws on the side and then 2 in the front. So I didn't put them in yet. Don't forget to connect both of your connectors in. One is your temperature sensor. So essentially my fault was temperature sensor not reading, and there's probably a broken wire in because of how much the ABS went into fucking everything. So when you put your new hot end in, make sure you connect both. Again, a learning curve. I got it all in. I'm like, yeah. And then, the sensor, the fucking code is back. And it's like, wait a minute. There was 2 connectors, and I remember only plugging in one in. So I open it up, work well. I got a couple pieces for dust collection, but they don't fit my hose, so I got to scale it down or figure something out. And then I went and started doing a project for a customer, and my scale was not proper. This is some kind of PLA from that I'm trying out. Is from Giant Arm. It's kind of neat. It's, yeah, anyways, so I go to put my second one in, and I'm like, you know what, let's try something out, and let's see if we can increase the speed. And I noticed, well, it was not printing properly, so found out I had a jam in the extruder. So that's your piece in the back. Okay, right here. So there's this clip here, comes off. It just clips off here, just like that. Okay, this comes off, and you got 3 screws. You got 2 on this side. Let's see, I can't flip my phone here. Okay, these 2, and that one right there. Okay, those 2, and then you got this wire here. This whole piece comes off, and then there's like 2 screws, one there, if you can kind of see it, there you go. And then there's one on the bottom when you take the extruder off. That disengages the motor. so you can kind of manipulate your extruder more to unjam it. I tried to manually unjam it with extruding and then shoving my tool in, and it wasn't working. So anyways, so that's how I got my extruder off. It was a pain in the ass to get this little piece out. There's upgrade parts for those as well. If you're getting in there, if you really wanted to upgrade your extruder, maybe that's the time. I'm gonna go do another print and we'll see how it works. So there's like knurled gears that clamp on essentially onto your filament to feed it into your hot end. Okay. We'll see how it works, and if it doesn't work, or not as well, then I'll figure that out after. But I just wanted to show you, just probably gonna think that your two most main parts that you're gonna have to remove to replace, to fix up or whatever, that are probably more common on this. I can't really see anything other than maybe a motor, but I haven't got there yet. So yeah, so hot end, you got two bigger ones, bigger bolts, well, screws, I guess to say bigger. Okay, they go in the front. You got two long ones on the side. That comes out. Okay, you got these two connectors. And then, like I said, your extruder, you got two screws on the side, one on the other side. Sorry, three. One here, two on the other end. That comes out once you take the cap off. And yeah, as mentioned, I haven't checked if there was extruders on the Amazon store, but I would think that there would be those parts available. I have not had I also have a laser engraver that I'm having issues with, and not having the greatest time with Creality so far for trying to figure out what's going on with that, but maybe that'll be another video. Yeah, so if you have any other questions on that, reach out to me on Facebook, Light Pen Turning and Engraving, and send me a message, and maybe I can kind of give you some guidance if you can't find anything else. But I had a hard time trying to find a video for the K1C for the hot end and the extruder. So thank you.